Hello, you beautiful baby. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for clicking this video. I really appreciate it. Welcome back or welcome. Hey girl, hey, it's your girl Tyra. Over here, I basically just tell you all my business, whether I'm vlogging, reading out of my journal, or just sitting down talking to you. You never know. You may have clicked on a video that's about drama or me doing a reaction. Whatever made you click, I'm so glad you did. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. I'm just sitting here and I was journaling, watching a nail video like always, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like no one's home basically. Why am I not filming? Gotta talk to the internet homies. You know how we do over here.
I'm actually wearing a little like nightgown, spaghetti strap nightgown thing, but it's a little chilly, and I'm just like, I really should have the hoodie on, and if I put the hoodie on, then I could sit at the kitchen table with my nightgown. You see how I got this motherfucker up?
Lord knows I need to shower, but I haven't done that yet today. Or yesterday, honey, we were like fucking teenagers. I didn't even know that he was able to do it so many times in one day. And I mean that, and I fucking, like, damn, you go, boy, you're 42. Who would have known that motherfucker had a sex drive like that? Get that motherfucker alone, oh my God. So yeah, we spent Easter, just he and I. The family went to his sister's house in the suburbs. And it's like a 2-hour drive away. And I just like wasn't feeling it. And, he kind of wasn't feeling it. So he has a sister on the west side of Chicago that I like really, 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 really like. And then he has a sister in the suburbs.
I'm not sure if that made things like worse or not. I don't really know because my hair needs to be washed. It's definitely been a good 5 days.
We gotta get this green up out of here. And this is too light. I don't know what I was thinking when I grabbed that box. It's just like, dude, all you have to do is look at the hair on the box. What is wrong with you, girl? I don't know. I feel like it needs to be in this direction. Let's make sure these eyebrows are not cray-cray, right? Yeah, I like it better like this. And then I feel like if my mother-in-law or my brother-in-law come out of their rooms, like, you won't be catching them coming out of their rooms, Now that I'm filming again and all, We had a really nice day. I wish it was longer. I promise you, like, as soon as we laid down to go to sleep, because we were convinced they ain't coming home. It's already 2 o'clock in the morning when we were talking about it, We were like, oh yeah, they're not coming home till tomorrow. Like, we're going to be able to sleep all night without someone like waking us up, Oh, they came home about 2:30. But yeah, I was eating jerk chicken at like 3 o'clock in the morning, so that was nice. We love that. Wish it was hot, but dude, I ain't never had jerk nothing, and it was really good. And I've always heard about that sister's jerk chicken and stuff, so we were definitely able to do a lot of talking, and that was, really necessary for everything that we have going on right now, I'm all for chances and, people striving to do better and, making changes in their life. Who am I to judge when I didn't even want to be a good person until I was 40 years old, let alone a good human, right? I was in her room, my brother-in-law's in his room, my other brother-in-law is at work, my boyfriend's out west. I'm pretty much by my fucking self here. So I'm just gonna enjoy sitting like a fucking wretched mess, while I can. It was just writing about it in my journal about drama week. I hit my 3,000 watch hours, so memberships will definitely be coming soon. It can take up to a month for YouTube to like review your application and shit, so just know that like they're coming. But it was definitely drama week, that helped me to get them final hours, and that was really good for me. It's just interesting how I decided to not talk about Jessica Kent anymore. And I don't watch a lot of drama. So the last 1,000 hours to be fully monetized, you know, and actually have ads running and everything on your channel. I don't know. I don't know how we're going to do that, but I'm going to have to work hard because I just don't watch a lot of fucking drama. You know who I should check out is Radiant Brit. I wonder if her content has changed at all. Man, I bet you I haven't talked about her for at least a year. I should go over there and check her out. Backwoods Barbie, that'd be someone good to catch up on. Let's see if she's over there tweaking out or not. I gotta do whatever I gotta do for these last 1,000 hours, honey. We gotta do what we got to do. And if I got to watch some drama, then I'm just gonna have to watch some drama, because drama week officially fucking helped me, bitch. You know, if you guys know of anything that you know I'd be interested in and I could rabbit hole, my life definitely interfered with the Jessica Kent Jen Cutting conversation. But I will reach back out to Mandy, and I can figure out, you know, when I can schedule something and we can talk about it. What's up, Mama? That I was talking about. Yeah, Mama needs my help with some things sometimes, and she doesn't care if this camera is rolling. She has no fucking care in the world. And, you know, I gotta love her for it. I gotta love her for it. You know, when she wants to know something and she needs your help, she's just gonna ask for it. She don't care what you're doing. Oh my God. So let me tell you guys this, okay? So my brother-in-law is Pitbull, okay? For some reason, and I think it's my boyfriend's fault. It's his fault, okay? My boyfriend's fault, because he be sneaking him food and sneaking him snacks and taking him out and letting him, you know, hang out with him and shit. And my brother-in-law just has this, like, I don't know, routine with him, right? Like, he has spoiled that pit bull. So now, when my boyfriend comes and sits at the table with me, he wants to fucking bark. He wants to whine. He wants my boyfriend's attention right now. You guys, yesterday, I was like, oh, we ain't playing this game. We're home alone. And I'm not going to lay in that bed right now. You know what I'm saying? And I yelled at that dog. I was like, no, no. Like, the inner mommy came out, honey. You know how you talk to your toddler who bites you? And you're like, no, no, that is not a no. At least that was me. That was me. That was my mother, so that was me, right? But I'll tell you what, that fucking dog shut up. Sure did. And went and laid down. Like, really got offended by me yelling at him. And I love that, because I'm telling you, now when my boyfriend wants to come sit here with me, it's like I'm not going to go sit in the living room when I'm at the kitchen table doing things, okay? Because I do everything right here. It might as well be my little office space. This is my little cubicle. I make TikToks right here. I journal right here. I film right here. I do everything right here. All my nail stuff right here. And you're gonna bug up, dog, when this motherfucker comes to sit with me? No. No, sir. No, we are not. And you know, mama be bugging up because the dog gets all crazy, right? And she thinks that my boyfriend's fucking with them. And I'm like, mama, he's like really not fucking with the dog. The problem is he's not fucking with the dog. The dog is like, here, motherfucker, I want you to pay attention to me. No, dog. No, that is my boyfriend, and you will not. The actual audacity of this pit bull. He's such a cutie pie, though, really. You guys should see some of my shorts of him. It's such a pretty dog. And the cool thing about having to live with a dog as well is when he is not behind the gate, he is literally at my brother-in-law's side. So, because my brother-in-law don't come talk to nobody in the living room, doesn't come to the living room to hang out or anything, you know, like, I don't have to worry about the dog ever being in my space. If I'm in the kitchen, every now and then he'll bug up, And he'll try to like get up on me, and I'm just like, oh my God, you know, but he also gets right down too. I just don't like all that getting in my face, licking and shit. Like, I don't do dogs. I do cats, okay? I am a cat person, even though I'll never have a fucking cat again. I've been traumatized by cats in my fucking time already. And literally only as a fucking 40-plus-year-old woman. Traumatized. 2 cat stories that are fucking terrible, okay? Traumatized. But I'm a cat person. I would have a cat, right? Like if I were to have any animal, which I'll never have a cat. But yeah, like, so at least I don't have to deal with like a dog running around or a dog climbing on me and shit. Like, dude, I wouldn't be able to do that. You know, speaking of like, I'm not doing that, right? Like a really big, I want to say point of contention. Is that right? Is that right? Oh my God, I did not go to college. Don't judge me. Is that right? Is that a point of contention? I feel like I've heard that. My ear is popping. Oh, it's bothering me. Was that his cousin is always like up his ass. It's fucking weird. I hate it. I can't stand that cousin. He acts like a fucking stupid all the time. You can't have a conversation with him. He's fucking... And the worst part is, it's because he chooses to be like that. He smokes something to get like that. And it's like, no, I don't want to be around that. And I think I finally drove that home. Not to say that the cousin bothers me the way he did this winter. You know what I'm saying? Because that motherfucker was here every day, bitch. And I was going bonkers. And that has stopped. But, like, I think now my boyfriend understands exactly what I'm trying to say. Which is, when you have a whole girlfriend, the girlfriend should not be okay with your cousin being part of the fucking relationship, dude. I'm telling you, I don't know what kind of women he's dated, but I have a better understanding for sure after yesterday, and better them than me, because, dude, like, there's just things that I can't. And now I think he really understands that I can't do it. Like, I will fucking leave. You know, I think the biggest thing he learned yesterday was that, like, he has to express himself. He has to tell me how he's feeling, when he's feeling it, not a month later. Because one of the, like, the big conversations that we had yesterday was the fact that I'll be at the kitchen table, he'll come home after being outside. He'll come home, and that's when he is here to give me his attention. And like I explained to him, I'm not going to just stop what I'm doing because you walk in the door, but I could totally do better and get off my damn phone and sit and talk to you for an hour or two before you go back outside or go back to doing whatever you were doing. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing that will not change about this man is the fact that he likes to be outside. It doesn't matter if it's 20 degrees or 85 degrees. He's going to be outside. I know that I've mentioned he's such a music head. Like, the biggest point to him being such a music head is he likes to drown out what's happening around him unless he decides to be part of what's going on around him. Like, that's his peaceful place where he's vibing out, and right, and like, he can vibe out at any time because he has that speaker, and he'll turn that bitch on when he wants to zone out and not deal with whatever is going on around him. And that's, I think, a big reason why he doesn't want to be at home, because there's, you know, a lot of people that live here, you know, and you're on top of each other, and I think it makes him feel claustrophobic. You know, he has 5 siblings. His mother, you know, had like some brothers living with her basically their whole life, you know, so like they were probably pretty cramped too. That's how he learned to deal with maybe like the chaos in his life, right? But like, I know I can do better. I know that like I can put the phone down, like after I'm done doing whatever I'm doing, finish what I'm doing, and sit here and talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could do that, and I wasn't doing that. And then I also explained too, like, if you really don't need my attention and you're just fucking with me to fuck with me, like, don't make me stop working. And he gets that now too, you know. Communication lacks for us because there's always people around us. There's plenty that I don't say because there's someone around. So I can only imagine, because he is very much like me. Like, we voice our opinions. We want you to hear what the fuck we got to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're both like that. But when you constantly, you know, have people around, and that was the biggest thing with the cousin all winter. Like, he just sat in the fucking dark kitchen all day and would just come in and out to smoke whatever it is he smokes and get stupid. Like, no, I'm not fucking dealing with that. I'm not tripping over people in a goddamn... Who wants to sit in a dark kitchen all fucking winter? I'd be so fucking depressed. Get your weird ass out of here. I also think that I've helped my boyfriend to see how unhealthy that, like, codependent relationship is. Because the cousin, like, needs his help with a bunch of shit. And the cousin's, like, 35. And like I said, the only reason he doesn't know how to do the things is because he's fucking high all the time. No, you do not have to enable that. Like, you got your own motherfucking problems, dude. The hell you taking on other people's shit for? That is a grown man with, like, 8 kids. How? I really do question the logic behind women laying down with men that they just, like, know ain't shit. Like, there's no way, okay, that you're gonna get me so hot and bothered where I have to like go around with you no matter what. Anytime you lay down with anybody, condom or no condom, birth control or no birth control, I could get pregnant by you, dude. No, I am not laying down with no goofballs. Absolutely not. No. Never have, never will. I don't care how fucking cute you are. Like, if you're a bum, I'm just not taking any chances of getting, quote unquote, knocked up by you, homie. Period. Like, who laid down with that man 8 different times? I know there's like 8 baby mamas, so 8 of yous? Really? You know what? Let me quit talking about his cousin. Because you know what? I have not talked about his cousin. And I feel like all the things want to come up out my chest. And I'm not going to let that happen. Oh, the things I could say about that cousin. Honey. And you know, it's crazy. Because his family in general, as a whole, have just accepted me from jump. You know, like, as soon as I met them, I was part of the family. As long as I was, you know, with him, I'm part of the family. They're gonna accept me, and you know what I'm saying? I get along with everybody. I don't get along with his 20-year-old daughter. I definitely don't get along with her. We've had quite the journey. I won't say anything about it, but she is literally the only other person that I have, like, a problem with, I guess, in his family, right? But unfortunately, she's a hard-headed 20-year-old girl, just like me, just like I was. Very different, of course, like opposite almost type shit, like for real. But just like me, my mouth got me in trouble, and her mouth gets her in trouble. And it's with everybody, so I know it's not like a me personal issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that, you know. I would say not liking the cousin is definitely like a me personal issue. But like when it comes to his daughter, no, like she's just a big mouthed 20-year-old, and her mouth gets her in trouble, and I'll leave it at that. You know what really sucks is, look at me trying to get comfortable. You know what really sucks is I have had the worst anxiety for like 4 or 5 days straight. So bad, in fact. Like, I'm experiencing the agoraphobia. And I'm like, oh no, girl, you ain't got time for this. We ain't got time for the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because there is no pill to resolve said issue. There is nothing my doctor can do to make it go away. Somehow, some way, I have to break through. I have to make myself leave day after day after day until it, like, them anxieties go away. And right now, I'm just not strong enough. And I thought today for sure, oh my gosh, we officially made up yesterday. We decided we're going to give it one last shot. So many things are understood. We've made 10 steps forward, right? I thought I'd wake up and it, like, everything would be great. No, not at all. Not at all. My anxiety is through the roof. You know, I wrote the word crippling and anxiety in my journal, and that's really what it is. I think it was 2 days ago now. You know, I actually spent most of the day in bed, and I don't do that. I haven't done that since I got out of the hospital a month and a half ago. Maybe even closer to 2 months now. I haven't taken a day off since the hospital. Oh, this ear is popping, and oh God, it is the worst feeling. Like, I rarely cough anything. Like, there's rarely, and like I'm barely blowing my nose. So like, thank God that cold is over. The big. I thought that cold was gonna take me out. I'm 90% sure that I had COVID of some sort, whatever they're classifying it as, you know. Nobody else in the house got sick. That's the craziest shit. And it wasn't even like it was warm outside. We had the heat on, because I feel like if you have like the windows open and it's like, you know, spring outside, right? Like, it's probably easier to not catch the germs because you got all the fresh air coming in and stuff. No, like, the heat was on and everybody was here living life, you know. But yeah, I got nobody sick, and I was so grateful for that because his daughter had gotten me sick. She came over here coughing her lungs up, and then I was like, oh my God, we're all gonna get sick. Talking like my mother. I swear to God, I remind myself of my mother all the time. I'm like, oh my God, we're all gonna get sick. And I tell that to my boyfriend, and like 2 days later, I'm fucking hacking up a lung, you know? That was a long ass cold. But I want to know what everyone did for Easter. I want to get this video out. I've been talking for 30 minutes, so it's going to be at least a 20-minute video. And I get to say hi to you guys. That's really all I'm doing. Just kind of giving you a little update with Pookie, telling you about my Easter. And yeah, let me know about your Easter. What'd you guys do? What did the Easter bunny bring your kids? Like, I kind of want to hear it all. So just leave a little paragraph down there. I know I am always talking about not reading college essays. I don't read college essays from people I don't know or people I don't like. If I like you, I'm going to read your college essay. So tell me all about Easter. Tell me what you guys did. Tell me all the things. And yeah, I will catch you in the next one. The next one will be journal entries. So we will get them going and we will kind of experience some things together because, yeah, my journal definitely is more explicit, right, than I am, I suppose. If that's the right word. I don't know, bitch. I didn't go to college. What do you want me to do? Shit. Peace out, Girl Scout. Thanks again for coming. Have a great day or night wherever it is you are, and I'll see you on the next one.